chewing on seatbelt. No, 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 no. You ready to rock and roll, boo-boo? Hey, Molly, you ready to rock and roll? It's time to get going. It is 5:04 in the morning. It's not looking too promising weather-wise, people. No, it is not. We're in Le Cedre, Quebec. And we have 124 kilometers to go. Hey, madam. You ready? Molly, are you ready? Are you ready? You ready to go? We'll go trucking. We're gonna go trucking. Yep, I think we're going trucking. She's gonna sniff the pens for a bit, I think. So, alright, getting Molly to come back in the truck isn't always here. What? You wanna go back in the truck? Gotta go trucking again. Gotta go trucking again. What? What? Attack that grass. Attack the grass. Attack it. We gotta go. Molly. 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 We gotta go trucking. Hey. Hello. Weed killer. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, yeah. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Okay, I got you. Oh, yeah. Now you're rolling in the wet grass. Come here. Okay, now we got you. Oh, lordy. Yeah, so we are done here in Granby. Get in there, dinky barrels. Okay. She did the peepees. Come on, in. She's not listening to the end part. Oh, come on, in. There we go. Oi. Okay, so we're done here, and now we're heading back into Brossard, where we will have lunch. Hey, baby? Yes, you got your ball, eh? Where we're gonna have lunch and take a little snooze, and we got to pick up the load for 12. We're gonna try to go in early. Last time I did that, it didn't work, but we're gonna try. Hello. So, we are done for the day. We are here at our customer. Parked at the door. I'll show you in a bit. And we are just going for a little walk. Well, in Molly's case, a little roll. What you doing? Are you a moo cow eating grass? I see grass in your mouth. Oh, we go for a roll. As we go for a roll. Oh, yes. Silly. Hi, Sally. What are you doing? You're a crazy girl. Come on, let's go. Let's go for a walk. Come on. Come on. Come on, Molly. Come on. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Oh, we gotta go this way. I'm bigger than you. Come on. Come on. No, we're not going to do the tug-of-war thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, you want to say hi to the camera. Oh, I think you just got licked. All right, now that we've wiped off the licking, oh, we're just gonna do, oh yeah, I gotta go around the pole because she'll go on this side, guaranteed. Now that I've done that, what you sniffing? Whatever it is, don't look too good. Come on. All right, we gotta do our walk thing. All right, not sure if you can see her in there, but she's in there somewhere. I can't see her. Can you see her? Okay, so a lot of people have been asking, what breed is Molly? Molly is a cockapom, not a cockapoo, a cockapom, which is a mix between Cocker Spaniel and Pomeranian. She won't get very big, trust me. She'll be a little bit bigger than the Pomeranian, but smaller than the Cocker Spaniel, and her mother was actually really small for a Cocker Spaniel, so she's going to be the perfect size for the truck, or at least for me, at any rate. Some people don't like little dogs. Some people prefer these huge, gigantic things, which I personally think is wrong for a truck. I mean, there's barely enough room in here for her to play around in, let alone a huge dog. So, there you go. Another question I've been asked, and unfortunately I don't want to move her bin. Can you see it? People have been asking me, what do I feed her? You know, wanting me to make sure I feed her high quality stuff. We feed her, we've always fed our dogs IAMS, and that's what she's on. She's on the IAMS puppy diet, and that's what I'm feeding her. So she's doing pretty good with that. Although she didn't eat all her breakfast this morning. I think I might have put a little bit much in her bowl, but she eats when she's hungry type deal. She's a puppy right now. I'll close that up, and then she'll eat it, finish it off at lunchtime, and then she'll have a small dinner too. But I'm only feeding her usually I only feed her twice a day, but since she didn't eat much for her breakfast, actually I might even hold that off until dinner time now, and add a little bit more for her. I don't want to overfeed her. I don't want her to end up being fat like me, so you don't need a fat puppy. So there. Alright, so another thing I noticed, I've had these comments on YouTube. There's only been a couple people. I know people are going to say haters are haters, but there's one individual who left a comment several days ago on one of the videos stating that he brought his dog with him on the road, and it was the worst mistake he ever made for the past 2 weeks now. And each day what he does is he adds a day. 2 weeks plus a day. 2 weeks plus 2 days. Really, dude? Get a life. Okay? Here's the problem that I see. Is a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to bring my dog with me. It's going to be so much fun, but they don't realize how much extra work there is. Not just in the fact that if you bring a puppy is like 5 times extra work in a truck. But just bringing a regular dog with you that's not a puppy anymore poses a whole new set of issues. But there's still extra work. I mean, you got to get up a little extra early so you can take them out. You got to stop several times during the day to take them out. Whereas normally maybe you wouldn't. You'd stop for 2 minutes, take a pee break, get back in the truck, start rolling again. Well, with the dog, you can't do that. You gotta think of the dog first. The dog has to come first, okay? Feeding, playing with it, getting it outside so it gets some exercise. You gotta remember, this is a small space, right? So, and the bigger the dog, the smaller the space becomes, really. So you got to get the dog out, and a lot of people don't realize that there is that extra work, and they bring, oh, it's gonna be fun and games, and then they get out there, and then the dog will end up peeing in the truck because, you know, you drove for freaking 8 hours straight or whatever, and you didn't bother to stop and let the dog out. Well, you got to remember, the truck is constantly in motion. There's always vibration, so the dog's tummy is jiggling all the time. Guess what? It's going to need to go pee a little bit more often than it would at home. Here's the other problem. If you take a grown dog and you say, oh, well, it rides in the car with me all the time. Well, riding to the corner store, to the lumber yard, or whatever, you know, is completely different than riding in a truck. The dog's in the truck all day long. So the issues could be, it could get car sick, motion sickness. One of the things, depending on the size of the dog, you can give a dog some Gravol. Now, if it's a smaller dog, you can give it like half a tablet. If it's a larger dog, you can give it a full tablet. And yes, it does work, and yes, it is veterinary approved. I did this with my other dog, Dixie, when she was in the truck with me. Always the first day out, for whatever reason, she would get car sick unless I gave her Gravol about 30 minutes before we left, and then her tummy could settle, and then she was fine. So far with Molly, there's been no issues. She's doing just fine. But yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of you guys out there think it's oh, it's such great fun, you know. Yeah, it is great fun to have the dog with you, but it is a lot of extra work. And if you're not dedicated to doing that extra work, then don't even bother bringing a dog with you, because you're just going to get angry with it, and which is not fair to the dog. You got to remember, it's a living being, okay? So, and I see these guys come out of these trucks with these huge dogs, and I just don't know how they do it. That's just, it's way too big. I don't know if it's a macho thing and these guys want to, you know, they want to make themselves look tough and cool because they got this big-ass dog, you know. But, no. So, anyway, that's it. That's all for today's video. I just wanted to put a couple things out there extra while Molly is sleeping and taking her mid-morning nap. And we got the kettle.